Okay, happy Wisdom Wednesday. It's your girl, Maria Milagros. So here's the thing. I thought I was going to come on here and talk to you today about super sparkly everything. And I was going to talk about my book, and I was going to talk about the upcoming women's conference, and I was going to talk about this stuff, and I was going to explain it, but that's not real. Okay, here's why. I'm used to making these videos like a one and done. Like I make the video, there's no editing. Who got time for that? And then I post it with a little blurb on it, and I call it a day. But here's real life. I am cooking dinner. My daughter is doing homework. She was in there getting chips. So I'm trying to make the videos, chip bag. I'm like, okay, it's cool. And then the beeper goes off because the turkey needs to get stirred. Okay, it's cool. I'll stop the video. And I always want to start from the beginning, make one take, and just be done with it, right? And then my phone starts buzzing, and not even buzzing. It's a tweeting like a bird. So my phone starts going off. Okay, it's fine. Big old beetle flying around, smacking the ceiling. Okay, it's fine. There's like all this stuff randomly happening around me, and the original intent of what I was going to do just didn't pan out. And what I realized is I need to talk about real life. I need to talk about real life and how sometimes it doesn't work out the way we want it to. Sometimes we have these great plans and these great ideas, and we're like, I'm going to get it done. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And then real life happens. I'm a mother. I'm cooking dinner. She's got homework. Like, these things have to go down. And so here's what I realized. To all the moms out there, you have to take a breather. Because I just went into the kitchen to pour out the pasta and just strain it into the thing and blah, blah, blah. And while I'm in there, I said, okay, I have a couple of choices. I could either get really frustrated and take it out on my daughter, and that's not necessary, and it's not her fault. Or I could just take a breather. So I took extra long while I was in there. You know, it takes like 10 seconds to pour that thing out. And I just took a couple of deep breaths, because the truth is your body cannot take deep breaths and experience stress at the same time. And I said, this is not the worst thing ever. It's not. And maybe I'm just not supposed to be talking about the book this week. I'm just going to trust that. Maybe what I'm supposed to be talking about is real life. In real life, things don't always go your way. In real life, you get frustrated. In real life, there's noise and there's chaos, and sometimes it can be really hectic. But here's the other part of that. We have to take responsibility for how we respond to that. And so my job was to go into the kitchen and to deal with the pasta, and then take a couple of deep breaths and come back, and I'm going to do this video, and I'm just going to put a spin on it. And I'm going to talk about, instead, real life. Because this is real life, and we have to cut ourselves some slack. We have to be patient with ourselves. We have to realize that part of real life is that there are real things that need to be taken care of. That's it. And we get to decide how we're going to respond to those. Is it the worst thing ever? Probably not. So we take a couple of deep breaths. We reassess the situation. What can I learn from the situation? How can I use this? And then we forge on. And sometimes we need to go back to the thing that we started doing, which I'll probably do later. And we go back there to that place, and then we can come at it with a clearer mind, right? And the other part is, like, why did I think that during homework and dinner time would be a good time to make a video? Like, really, Maria? I'm just setting myself up. That's the reality. I'm setting myself up. So we also have to take some responsibility for what we're trying to handle and whether or not we're being present in the things that we're trying to handle. So that's it. That is today's Wisdom Wednesday video. I just wanted to say, this is real life. It's not perfect. It's not supposed to be. And that's what makes it so exciting. And now I'm going to go jam out to some Pharrell. Like, we're going to have a pause in homework video time, and we're going to go do a little dance jam to some Pharrell. And then we're going to have our pasta dinner, and we're going to enjoy it. And then later on tonight, I'll make a video talking about the book and talking about the upcoming women's conference. But I will take the opportunity right now to plug it, okay? Just know that in real life, again, you want to take a deep breath, be patient with yourself, reassess the situation, and ask yourself, are you setting yourself up with unrealistic expectations? And then if you are, how can you handle that? How can you move that on your calendar? How can you deal with that later? How can you come back to that with a clearer mind so that you're able to give it the attention that it needs, right? So when we can do that, when we can recognize that it's real life and that's what it's about. And when we can look at the frustration and the stress that could possibly come from it and instead flip it and say, nope, we're not going there. We don't need that extra. We're going to have a dance jam. We're going to do this instead. For real, that's super sparkly everything. So I hope that during your real life, you have moments where you can learn and grow and reassess and breathe and be patient with yourself and just try as much as you can to stay present, because we all need the reminder sometimes. It's not perfect and it's not supposed to be. And that's why it's so awesome. Okay, so I love you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your week and a fantastic, super sparkly weekend. Bye-bye.